Today we are going to be painting the rims on my 2012 Dodge Challenger RT. First step was to take the rims off and give them a good cleaning on the inside with some cleaner and degreaser. As you can see by my rims, I am only painting this area here. I'm not worried about this in here. I'm just going to paint this area, so that's why this area has been cleaned. Basically with a Scotch-Brite pad and some degreaser, get all of the tar, brake dust, all that kind of stuff off. I'm going to be using a self-etching primer and then a white base coat and then a clear coat over that to protect it. So during the process of this video, I'm going to cut in and out and show you different processes. Right now, as you can see, I'm trying to mask off the areas that I don't want painted. So I'm putting some paper around the openings here so that the overspray won't get on the chrome on the other side. And then I'm going to plug up these holes here with some paper just in case. And I'm going to tape around the edges here with some paper also, just to make sure none of the paint gets on the tires. And I'll show that to you in a little bit. A little tip that seems to work for me is putting the tape halfway on the edge of a napkin. And then just curving it and then just tucking it behind the rim. And then what happens is, once you get it tucked good, you can basically just let the paper hang over the side of the tire, and it's better than cutting little pieces of tape and going around the edges all the way around. Just seems a little bit easier and faster. So yeah, just tape on the edge of the napkin, curve it towards and tuck it inside the rim there, and then let the paper hang over the side. Just seems to be a little easier. Little tip. So now I have the tire masked off the way I want it. What I've noticed is you have to overlap the paper a little bit so that it's not having a gap in it like this one here. So if you overlap it some and then let it drape over it, it'll get that covered up, those little openings there. So I have it masked off on the inside. I have the lug holes plugged up just in case. From here I'm going to do another cleaning just with the degreaser, just to make sure everything is clean and ready for the primer. I'm using this self-etching primer from Rustoleum, and then after that it's going to go with some white enamel. And then after that, I have some clear coat that I'm going to put over the top of that from Rustoleum. So, on to the next step. First, I'll do just a little light coat of etching primer. Let that dry, and then you can come back again and do another coat just so it can be a solid coating. And then we can let that dry, and then we do the same with the base and the clear. This is the primer. They say let it dry for like 30 minutes, then put a second coat on of the primer. And then if you want to sand it or anything like that, I think the can says maybe about an hour or two for sanding. Let it dry. But the way it's looking, I don't think I need to be sanding it at all. First light coat, and I think I'll do about 2 more of these just to make it solid. And now we have the finished white with the clear coat on it. I don't know if you can see the clear coat. A little side angle. So now it's just taking the paper off and seeing how they look on the car. So here is the before being painted. And here is the after with the rims on the car. You can see the white background. That's just what I was looking for. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and check out my other videos on my page. Thanks.